Yo! Luminosity had a great run in the last split of RLCS, making it to the grand finals against G2 in Qualifier 2, and eventually qualifying for the major. Obviously, the match score doesn't look very good, but I rewatched the match and Luminosity are closer than you think to taking it to the next level as a team. What do they have to do to get to that next level? Keep on watching. If you enjoy the content, be sure to hit like and subscribe. Enjoy the video.
Cheese. I've been really excited for Cheese to get his moment on a team like Luminosity. So I was very excited to watch him play on this team. And I think, obviously, he got better as time went on. At LAN, he had looked a lot better in the games they looked good in. But Cheese is still a developing player, so I definitely expect this split for him to look a little more comfortable. Now that he's played a full split's worth of games with Luminosity, he's got that LAN experience now. And he's up against the best team in North America. And they were a hard team for anybody to beat in this region. But Cheese will be sitting close to Magic Bear. He is the mechanical knife in his pocket. He can whip it out at any time. And, of course, nothing Cheese is doing there. As he's back, they get the quick clear. Reddles is up. Magic Bear already way back, but too much space, and Beast Mode easily scores that. So nothing to say about with Cheese in particular there. Reddles and Magic got beat hard on a counter. Cheese getting back quickly. Able to withstand a bump. Gets off the wall quickly. Nice, good soft touch. And try to go for the bump. That's a good try. Like that idea. He gets the bump. He creates some space for Reddles. Now he's back. A little low on boost. Checking to see where third man is. Now he knows where Beast Mode is. He's got the boost and forces him to make a move. Doesn't get much more on it. Yeah. If you force Beast Mode to make that move, you hope that Magic Bear can respond, but Beast Mode switches that up on a dime. Cheese tried to go for the bump. Hard touch, and I'd be gutted if I were Cheese right there. Beautiful chance for a shot, but the ball skipped out so fast that it messed with his timing. So he got no power when he tried to drill that ball. I wonder if we'll see a lot with Luminosity like we saw with Space Station yesterday, which was how many chances they did have, even though they might have been half chances, and how they should have been scoring them. Now they're just getting harassed, and the ball's in the back of their net. Nobody's getting touches right now. Cheese had to avoid Beast Mode on the bump, and everybody commits. Cheese on the wall initially. Probably thinks that shot's coming a little sooner. I mean, he's in hurry-up mode by that point, though. So, both of these goals kind of were over Cheese's head before they ever were goals. Not something that you're looking at him to optimize on those two plays. Like Cheese has been fine so far in the opening minute and a half. Reddles doing the Reddles thing, stopping him. And yeah, tough to handle. He had to first recover off of a bump and then try to force that out. He had to use so much boost to recover. He'll take the boost. He'll play it wide. Like that. Daniel not going to take that challenge in the corner. Good idea. Daniel was just super fast. But yeah, right here. He sees Daniel come up. He's like, you're not going to attack that. I got the boost. And then Atomic goes high. They got the demo. And this is a little unfortunate, I think. Reddles takes Beast Mode out, and Cheese turns off ball cam at the same moment to scoop up the ball while Daniel's still on the other side. But a goal might have been left on the table here. Like, you have Daniel sitting pretty wide there, and if Cheese recognizes Reddles' demo a little earlier, I think Cheese might just be able to shoot that. Instead, he's got to pick it up, and he realizes after he picks it up that the demo has opened up space, and he's got to recover. So, I mean, the timing there was pretty quick. But it seemed like a simple shot would have done the trick there for Cheese. Now you drop off to Magic, and a great touch from Magic Bear. Easy drop off for Cheese here. He's only got one to beat there. He's focused on the ball. Turns off, sees Daniel underneath, but he's already got the height on Daniel. And Magic Bear helps him out with a beautiful touch. So that was a good play from Cheese. Really good sequence overall from Cheese, minus that missed shot opportunity. They still got the goal, so that ends up not really hurting. Oh, God. Oh, God. Dude, that's so scary because you see that and you're like, oh, yeah, that's going to bounce out, right? Nah, dude, straight down. Straight down. Definitely looks like it's bouncing out a little bit there. Low and wow. Way to anticipate it. Luckily, he hit it right into him. Staying low. You got no boost. You've done the job. Now get out. And get refueled. Defend that shot. Nice follow-up from Reddles. Good initial defense from Cheese. You'd have loved a safe touch, but that's what your teammates are for. When they're available. Again, good clear to the corner. Ooh. She's got a bit on that challenge. He almost got burned for this. So he gets that clear. He sees Reddles. He's like, oh, Reddles about to dunk beast mode so hard here. He wants to turn, and then, oof. It slips right through him. And honestly, if Magic Bear isn't already recovered, that's a scary moment. That's still a scary moment, despite the fact that Magic Bear made it back. They just get G2 just get to take free shots. Oh, this isn't Cheese, but Cheese is watching. You got Reddles. Reddles trying for the catch. Nobody was there. I don't know if Reddles thought maybe he'd have somebody, but either way, Cheese does make the stop. Can't force Daniel out. It's a hard place to win with 12 boosts. All bunched together. Cheese has been starved, dude. There you go. There you go. Yep. Let Magic cook. That's fine. Magic can get underneath that. Or over top of it, rather. Cheese probably gets a good play. Has to avoid Daniel. They're so close to getting demoed there. Gets back in the net despite a chip. And, oh, my God, Cheese. They're hitting it right into him, dude. Almost every shot where Cheese is defending has been hit right into him. And he's been starved almost every time, too. It's like the shot placement's a little better. This game is like 4-1. And that's a great clear. Yeah, poor Cheese has been starved out so much of this game. He's been trying to stick to the small pads a lot more. He's basically given up on the canisters. I mean, G2 in general have just had so much speed and so many like free backboard touches. Cheese just hasn't had the boost most times when he's on defense to really get up in the air, defend these touches. But they finally get a couple of boosts. LG actually hang on to the ball for a little bit, but there's no way in for Cheese. He takes a wide rotation. Magic Bear with the demo, but he knew Daniel was in the air. So he stays back. Smart from Cheese. You're only down 1. You can keep the ball up at 0, but don't give up the freebie. Then the game's over for good. Honestly, that was a really difficult game for Cheese. He, especially in the second half of the game, how often was he starved? And then the only reason those shots don't go in is because those touches were hit in an area where Cheese can make the save. Some of them he had to stretch, like 2 of those he had to stretch, but the other 2 or 3 were hit right into him. But he generally was just not able to get into the play. It all started with the 2 misses. The big space that Reddles and Magic Bear gave G2 at the start of the game. And then similarly, see, I can't do it, dude. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't say similarly. I gotta say it real slow. Anyways, when I was watching Cheese, dude was getting completely starved out. So let's watch Reddles. I don't think Cheese got much help. But as we know with Luminosity, it's an ebb and flow with this team. So Reddles Still making majors out here. And definitely has gotten a little more mechanical with age. You know, not crazy mechanics or anything, but at least keeping up with the advancements. His bread and butter, the physical game, is still something that wins his team games. And he's very good at it. It does get his team into trouble sometimes when he doesn't get it. And teams over time have gotten better at avoiding those types of plays. And Reynolds has responded to that. You know, he doesn't go for the physical plays as often as he used to. And he still does pretty often. But sometimes you do see him dial it back. I do think for this team to be successful, they need that physicality. And kind of the same story here at the start of the game. A lot of starvation happening. Magic Bear's got some boost, but I want to go back a little bit. How long is Reynolds on low here? So he had a lot of boost here. Boosted forward. He thought he was playing that. He's full on boosting that. I feel like he thinks he's playing that one. But he wastes a lot of boost to get there. Now he's frozen with 38. He has to stop Daniel. He does a good job there. But now he's stuck on 0. Now he's stuck on small pads. And my God. It is so dangerous watching this team. The gap is so wide. Atomic did have to go up high. Wasn't Reynolds from the Peeps? Yes, Reynolds was from the Peeps. Still on nothing. Boost finally spawns. And, of course, he gets bumped. But that's fine. Ball was still contested. Okay, you froze the ball, bought some time, and even got a bump from Magic Bear, but she's got demoed, and boom. See, and that is beautiful from Reynolds. Got the touch off the ceiling. Good power to beat beast mode. You know, kept the soft touch again, talking about keeping up with the mechanics, but despite not being a mechanical player, like Reynolds can still create openings with his mechanics in ways like this. And then he gets some help from Magic Bear on a bump, and the only reason this isn't in immediately, I mean, it does go in, but the only reason Cheese isn't there immediately is because he gets demoed. He really improved mechanically, which opens up his and his team's game. Exactly. Which is exactly what that that little play showed there. And I've always loved watching Reynolds play. And he's a great guy as well. I think it's always great to have Reynolds in the scene and being competitive, great personality to have. And it's cool to watch him continue to grind where, you know, players from his era, they're either struggling, a lot of them are struggling to make top 16s. Reynolds still finding a way to make the major. He's looking for any kind of potential bumps. Huge trust in Cheese and Magic Bear to take care of business. No problem. Wants to protect the boost. Atomic's got the ball. And wow. Good speed. Reynolds lets it go. Knowing there's no threat. And Cheese. Good stop. Yeah. Unfortunate. So Reynolds comes out initially on this. Magic Bear gets that boost. And Reynolds takes an aggressive swing out to the midfield boost, leaving his teammates in a 2-on-2, and now Beast Mode slightly ahead of him. And Reynolds coming around on it. I'm not sure what Reynolds is seeing here. I think he's just trying to play, maybe play Beast Mode, shade Beast Mode. Sticks near Beast Mode in case he turns, he gets the demo, or if it plays it out to the corner, you can rotate back in. I mean, there's not really much else he could have done there. Really, it's up to Cheese to try to make that stop. That's G2 making a good play. Players from his era, Sobs, 3 years ago. I know, man. The player cycling in this esport is crazy. But that's what happens when it's, you know, a young, unique game with a unique set of mechanics to develop. Not like FPSs where the game's already been figured out. Oh, man. She's got it? Okay, she's got it. So, yeah, not much to do here for Reynolds. He does get the bump and Beast Mode to jump up a little early, which forces a weak touch out of Beast Mode. And again, it's what is it? Reynolds, first, it's the mechanics that he uses to open up an opportunity. Magic Bear was the one who got the physical bump. And then he uses his physicality to create another opportunity for his team. And maybe slightly fortunate that isn't in the net. Go for the bump. Good demo, and great job from Reddles. Look at that. Reddles being a beautiful first man, dude. I love him in the disruptor role. He can be so good, and that's what the mechanics help him do. Just go get a couple of touches and then full missile. Beautiful stuff. And when LG click like this, man, they can be so lethal. They're the new age version 1. Like version 1, they thrived off of counterattacks. And Luminosity, it's the same, man. Like, they get a counter with a bump, they're so lethal. But I think it's that consistency. And we saw when it starts getting bad for them. We saw Cheese get, basically be a non-factor in game 1. After being held to low boost most of the game. Reddles sticks in front of it again. Reddles sits on the side. Now he turns off. Tried to have the bump on the outplay for Magic Bear, and he almost got him, but it breaks down, and then the midfield is the big question now, right? But G2 is so good at that. Oh, my God. I love the full faith from Reddles. Is that Magic Bear calling him off? Full faith from Magic Bear to be like, yo, me. If that's the case. Maybe you think Daniel is going to go harder on the challenge, but he calls Reddles on his bluff there. It's like, fine, I'll just shoot it. Honestly, the shot wasn't even the best there. Maybe Daniel was kind of anticipating that coming down. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yes, I remember this play. The faded play. This is where I tweeted, why didn't he challenge the ball? And I remember now because Cheese and I were talking about it. And Reddles is expecting Cheese to play that ball for a second touch. It doesn't happen. Cheese lets it go. Now Reddles is in a what do I do phase. He sees beast mode. And, man, it just looks so sinful to me, bro. Oh. Like, the replay just makes it look so much worse. I know in the moment it's so much tougher. Oh, my God, and they get killed in the kickoff. Turn up. Nobody gets the follow-up. Someone's got to follow that. Poor Reddles. I don't think him turning upfield was really the problem. Just the follow-up cheat. Risky if you don't get it. And now all that work Luminosity did totally snuffed out in the span of 5 seconds. Reddles playing deep. Gotta respect Daniel. He's got the touch, and oh my God. The most disastrous thing I've ever seen. Oh my God, dude, the little ghost. He thinks Daniel's gonna keep pushing. He sees Daniel here, and I'm gonna think Daniel's gonna keep pushing, right? That looks like Magic Bear's beat. And it's Daniel, so I'm not seeing him ahead of the play just yet. And that touch is gonna happen. Reynolds wants to turn on the touch. He gets a ghost touch, and he's like, oh God. Cheese is also like, oh, I gotta go now. Because they both... what's Cheese seeing here? Back it up. Cheese is dead. So there's one bit of pressure. And he spawns on this. Oh, my God. That little chip absolutely ruined the play. Luminosity were trying to anticipate it. And they got, like, probably the last touch they were expecting. And it goes in. That's where, like, if everything... If you cover all up... If you cover up elsewhere in the game, you can survive a goof goal like that, right? But everything else going wrong means that the goof goal is what puts you in the dirt. It's rough, man. Yep, that's fine. But someone's got a challenge. Oy. Magic Bear brings it the whole way back. Good launch. Reddle's going to play it tight. Time's running out. Not him. It's got to be Cheese. And, you know, Atomic's already up. That's going to be difficult. Keep it up in the corner. Got no boost here. How do you support? Just try to be in the lane with a little bit of boost, but they can't keep it in the air. So, couple of the few key goals for G2. That one right, or the kickoff goal, that one hurts, but the one before that. This one right here, this one truly hurts LG. Where Magic Bear's sitting, He sees that, and he's thinking Reynolds is going to challenge. Basically, Reynolds and Magic Bear are on 2 different pages. And it all hinges on Cheese actually getting the touch. So you see Cheese flying in, and he lines it up, and he's going for the touch. And he completely misses it. And then Reynolds, in a panic, is like, I see beast mode. I'm turning away. And Magic Bear was like, oh, bro, I thought you were challenging the ball, and it's over his head. And then it all fell apart from there. Then the kickoff happens, and then G2 just take the game over. And Luminosity just lose. Like, all the little things went wrong there. Off of one whiff. And it throws the entire synergy off. Right? Reynolds loses track. Magic Bear gets on a track. It's the wrong track. And you get punished. So you know what I always say. Hit the ball. That's definitely one of the roughest sequences I've seen, man. Like, because you can understand why every player was doing what they were doing. Like, that's rough. All right. Next up, we're going to look at, let's see, Magic Bear, right? I remember being impressed with Magic Bear.
Don't whip it!
This split. I thought he had played fairly consistently. But we'll see. Against G2, maybe not so much. But we saw him break open a couple of plays. Magic Bear, another player where Reynolds has gotten less physical and a little more mechanical. Magic Bear is the other way, where he's gotten a little more physical and about the same mechanically. Definitely can still be a threat with the mechs, as always. Sees Cheese. He really tries to be in the rotation. I wouldn't say as, or the way that Luminosity play, he just gets a lot of like those free chances because Reynolds will either turn off and say, just go for the solo, I'm demoing. Right. Broken play there. That was an interesting little sequence. So Cheese on the pass. G2 end up running into each other. Smart for Magic to play it safe there. And then Cheese ended up missing. Magic, an aggressive grab. Aggressive grab from Magic Bear there in the corner. I don't think it matters. Even if he's coming back. Ain't no way you're saving that ball. Reynolds ends up on goaling. Now you get back off the kickoff. You'll let Reynolds go forward first. Oh, whoa. The predictive path was off there. Nobody's there to pressure you. No problem. Swing it out. You go for the bump. Give some space to Cheese. Reynolds gets another bump. And Daniel is better than you. Unfortunate. Good design, though. I like the idea from Luminosity. It almost worked. Just got to make sure that you get the right 2 guys on the demoed off the pitch. Beast mode trying to be insane. He's not. Not this time. And Magic Bear gets to survive. Reynolds turns off for a bump. Reynolds getting way more physical now. Was that they lose the first 2 games, right? Actually, which game did they win here? I'll have to look. It might be this game. No, wait. No, yeah, they threw it. Never mind. That's fine. G2 have not been able to get a quality opportunity in front of the box. Magic Bear's done the job. Trying to punish Daniel for the touch. He does, but unfortunately for Magic, he couldn't get the follow-up, and G2 hold the ball. See, another situation there where Magic goes for the demo. Thinking his team has to retain possession. They didn't, but he gets back. His team's good enough to hold on to the ball for a while. Now Daniel off the demo had a 1v1. Reynolds also takes him away. Good job from Magic Bear to force Daniel out to the opposite corner. There's really no way for Daniel to get in. Magic still on the small pad game. Reynolds just trying to buy time. Oh. Awkward skip. But everyone from G2's off. And they break out. So again, decent try there from Magic Bear. I think he got shoved off because of the momentum of the ball. Not the cleanest game, though. For sure. Magic Bear still trying to find some boost. Honestly, that's the best pull bump that you could have gotten. Like, get me out of this corner. Stuck with no boost, no momentum. And now I get demoed on the wall. That's crazy. He chased you up the wall, bro. Daniel straight up said, all right, Magic. See ya, buddy. Rude, dude. Rude. Now you go on the cheat up. G2 are there. G2 are just so fast to the ball, man. No touch from beast mode. See how that ends up making it more awkward. When everyone anticipates beast mode's touch, then he just lets it go. And everybody's like, oh, God. Now the ball's bouncing. Now it's weird. I'm not in position for this. Oh, Daniel just holds the ball for so long, man. When you have to, when you're sitting back like this and you can't immediately challenge him, Magic Bear comes up right, but Magic can't jump initially. Because look who's there. Beast mode. If he jumps there, Beast mode's tackling his ass. Look at that. He would have tackled him. Magic Bear gone. He has to wait. Now Daniel gets free everything. And Magic can't do anything. He had to alter his path and try to work his way out. He couldn't. It was like watching Appjack chase down Chicago yesterday. Ooh. Tough to anticipate that read. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, dude. It's an incredible bounce, bro. Like, first of all, that shot, nasty. Beast mode with this touch. Perfect pass to Daniel. Back to Atomic. Imagine if he dunks him there, dude. Like, at that point, I'm FFing, and I'm just like, whatever, dude. It's not worth playing the next game. Honestly, if those touches are going in, we're done. We're absolutely caked, bro. Oh, Magic just hasn't been able to do anything, dude. No boosts. Gotta come up. Gotta do something. But the light touch, it doesn't even matter. Like, Magic Bear's in a good spot here. It's a good spot to try to punish Atomic's touch. But Atomic's like, cool, I'm just going to hit it to beast mode. And now dive in and do nothing. Reddles is there, though. It's not do nothing. But still, I'm for Magic Bear. It has to feel like he hasn't been able to do much. Has to avoid Daniel again. Chips beast mode. Bumps Atomic. Avoids the demo. I think Daniel just missed him. And Daniel bops him out of the way. Now he gets a full tank of boost. He's got cheese. Not a good touch. Reddles made up for that. That's a great read from Reddles. But he definitely wanted something a little closer to a mate. Hard to do, though. Everything was covered. Yet another game where we watch a Luminosity player and they just could do absolutely nothing the whole game. Like, that's a game where Luminosity didn't really make that many mistakes. Like, not many, like, blatant errors. But how often they were just starved out on a play. And eventually they get desperate because they haven't had the ball. And Daniel's just doing this. Freaking twirly-whirlying in the air. And because you're about to get bumped, you can't actually go for the play. So you have to avoid that. Now we're watching Daniel. And now the ball's over my head. And now, oh, he also took my boost. Oh, now he's demoing me on the back wall. Like, G2 were all over them, man. All right, game 4 is the one that they won. So we're going to go back over to Cheese for this game. So we watched Cheese. It was much the same story as it was for Magic Bear in Game 3. Starved out, unable to control the ball, unable to keep pace with G2. That was a nice move, though. Go get the boosts. Rely on Magic with the boomer. Love that touch from Magic Bear, and oh, that sucks. Magic Bear does end up getting back to this, but man, you'd love a perfect catch. And you just don't get it. Atomic will be there easily. And that's something that if LG want to make the major and continue to be lethal at the major, and that's the type of play they want to go for, Cheese has to nail those catches. That's kind of his role on the team, is to be the mechanical maniac. Now sitting low, right in front. Good challenge. Good speed from Magic. Cheese will stay right in the play. Ooh. I gotta say, overall, I really love how Luminosity try to path around. I think they have good pathing. And they have the right ideas. It really just comes down to consistent execution. There's another bump. Nice work, Cheese. Great, powerful shot. He hits it on the backside of Beast Mode. Or he actually hits it head on to Beast Mode. I think Beast Mode kind of scuffs that touch a little bit. But Cheese hit it so fast, and that messes Beast Mode's timing up. So it's going to be harder for him to get an effective clear. Now you bump Daniel out of the way. He can't get back to it. And that opens up the gap for Magic Bear. Good goal there from Magic. Nice setup from Cheese. Love that. What series is this? This is Grand Final Qualifier 2. Oh, yeah. I mean, Cheese had to have known he was absolutely dusted here. Like, you hear Atomic jump forever ago for that. He doesn't know exactly where he is on the play, but he's definitely beat. I'm surprised he went for that read. Because you hear the double hop from Atomic before he even jumps. Well, tough to handle with that kind of speed, too. So, kickoff. Good catch with some speed. That's fine. You recover. You beat Daniel. Love that. And then you just scuff it off the side of your nose, or off the side of your car, instead of getting it on your nose. And then you tried to adjust. And that was a situation. Oh, they're going to score anyway. So Cheese gets away with that one. But that could be a situation where, you know, they need Cheese to be Cheese. And if he's not Cheese, they're not going to win these games, right? This is the one game Luminosity win. But I don't think Cheese has had the cleanest game. That's decent. Hard touch. He'll leave. Magic Bear sitting high. Nice catch. That's fine. You got the 50 back out to Reddles. He's checking to see where the rest of the offense is. Okay, that's not bad. Beast Mode forced to check it. And now you move it by him. That was still good. Reddles wasn't able to get that 50, but Cheese did his job there. Now you sit as a wing for Reddles. You got to avoid the bump. Oh, my God, dude. It's the same thing. And why bumps and why going for bumps are so effective, man. We watched it with Gen G. We watched them outbox Space Station yesterday. And even the pure fact of you going for the bump, you don't even have to get the bump for it to change the direction of a play. Like right here, Reynolds wins this touch. Cheese might be able to go for it. No, he can't. Atomic is chasing him down. So he's got to turn off. Maybe he goes Daniel. He sees Daniel there. He says, okay, I'm done. But Atomic right there forced Cheese to, you know what, I'll just look for the boost and leave. Like, you feel Atomic breathing down your neck, and he didn't even have to bump Cheese. It's just the threat. High touch again. Ooh, precarious touch. Tough situation. I think it was smart for Cheese just to leave it. The threat of the follow-up touch is definitely there. G2 called it. Again, having to avoid a bump. And that puts Cheese out of the spot. And G2 give him a mistouch. But this may have been just a straight-up shot defended from Beast Mode. Because now you force Cheese out. And Cheese was full boosting away from that one. He sees Atomic up, so now he can't go anymore. And the effect of just going for Cheese neutralizes him. It doesn't matter because of the mistouch. But in a couple of other situations, it has mattered. Now the Wifty. Magic squeezes it. The 50s are just going their way. G2 gave a rare mistouch. Wide rotation from Cheese. They usually don't rotate so wide. Like, that's the one thing about Luminosity that I was kind of surprised by, is that their pathing is very consistent. It just comes down to the speed, man. And then they get another goal here, and I think that's the end there. Yo, hooty-hoo! Yo, thank you so much for the raid, Hootie. What's up, Hootie Hooters? How you doing? Great to see y'all. We're currently watching Luminosity's grand final against G2. I'm watching every team from, or not every team, but most of the teams from North America in the lead up to the start of the qualifiers. Yesterday we watched Space Station, and today we're watching Luminosity. So far, they gave me the Cliff's Notes. Hootie, I hope you had a great stream. By the way, shout out Hootie Who, if Ahmad is here to give him a shout out. And if you guys aren't following Hootie, you need to be following Hootie. First of all, he's a wonderful human being. Second of all, he has cool content. He does show matches. He's part of the show match meta. And overall, he's just a great guy to talk to on stream. He's definitely the kind of vibes you want. So go follow Hootie Who if you aren't already. And that'll be another one. Of course, that one doesn't quite go in, but you get the picture in Game 4. So that everything went right there for Luminosity, and a couple things go wrong for G2. I still think Cheese was shaky on the mechanics in that game. Been shaky on the mechanics in the series, but overall, I mean, G2 are forcing Luminosity. They're actually beating Luminosity at their own game, where they're using the physical play. The mere threat of the physical play is warping the LG rotation, and they can't go for half of the things they want to go for. Magic Bear and Cheese have been starved out for half the series. They can't go for anything. So we watched Cheese on that one. Let's watch Magic Bear for this one. We'll go back to Magic. The one game we watched Reddles, I thought Reddles had played pretty well. And G2 were just that good. They can commit a guy for a demo, but no matter who's on the ball, that guy can be the mechanical holder. And just hold on to the ball for as long as possible. Thank you, sir. It was a great one. Glad to hear it, Hootie. Glad to hear it. Hard hit downfield. Magic. The last game we watched him in Game 3, Magic was unable to do much of anything. He couldn't get bumps. He couldn't get boosts. He couldn't hang on to the ball. He was getting bumped. Daniel in particular. Magic Bear was Daniel's favorite target in Game 3. In Game 5, they end up losing this one. I think G2 smashed them in this game. I think this game ends like 6-3. Magic. Oh, see, it's the trust, man. When the trust doesn't work, it all falls apart. I mean, I can't even blame Magic too hard for that, you know? Like, Cheese comes up, you're expecting him to play the 50 hard. Cheese is going for the bump, and it's another situation where Luminosity just are not on the same page in small moments. 99% of the time, this team is on the same page, but then it comes down into these, like, unknown moments where everybody gets onto a different page all of a sudden, and a goal results because of it. So Cheese tries to go for the bump, and Reddles drives through. What's Reddles seeing here? We're going to switch. We usually don't, but I think this is very similar to the one play where Reddles didn't challenge the ball. So, yeah, Reddles is approaching this. Got to do it one more time. We went too far back. So he sees Cheese. Reddles is thinking, challenge, right? Challenge. I'm going to play this off the wall. He's trying to play where Atomic is. Atomic is sitting close to the play. Reddles is going to sit close to the play. Because if he takes the 50, then it'll go off to the side. Reddles wants to play it fast, right? Cheese goes for the bump. Reddles in a spot to adjust, and he just misses the ball. Magic Bear again, fully trusting one of his two teammates to get the touch. Cheese does not. He goes for the bump. Magic is like, fine, I want the boost. Hungry. Reddles is there. Surely he'll get the touch, and I can whip around. No. Reddles gets nothing, and you get burned. And I think that one's definitely Reddles' responsibility. He's got to come up with that touch. Because Reddles gets that touch, it's fine for Magic to turn into that boost. Ay, and lucky that's not in. Beast Mode was there so fast. I got no boost. There's nothing around. So you switch out. You miss all the pads. Got to swing extra wide here. Sit close in the lane. And it's a little awkward. 50s aren't going your way. Bit optimistic. And you get bumped. And you just can't get control of the ball, dude. Daniel's so annoying, bro. Just when you think you have it, dude. Just when you think you actually get out. Daniel, like first killer, just ruins all your hopes and dreams. I'm trying to go back a little bit. Sorry. There we go. So this challenge does not go the way Magic Bear's expecting. Magic Bear's last back. I think it's a bit aggressive. I think it's fine for him to attack it quickly, but the bounce is over his head now. He tries to recover, but you're in heavy traffic. Trying to get back to the ball. He's like, still fine. I can still get to this, but it goes out. The 50 goes the whole way out to Daniel. Now Magic Bear's got to catch back up to it. I really don't even think this is that bad from Magic. I thought he recovered just fine, but he tries to race into it. Now he doesn't get the touch. Trying to anticipate Daniel's touch, trying to anticipate that catch, and like all the small things going wrong. It's just a little shaky. It's a little sloppy. Like right there, you try to get the catch. You don't quite have the read. Now Daniel comes right back down. He bumps you out of the play. He swings around, and he takes away anything you were trying to do. Beast mode comes back. Now you're just mad. And you score? Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what you get for being too aggressive, G2. That's what you get. Daniel gets taken for a ride. And Atomic, Magic Bear forces him to freeze. Right, you talk about the threat of the bump, warping the rotation. Magic Bear does that to Atomic, as much as Atomic did that to Magic Bear earlier. Now, opts to not play that ball. It is a low percentage challenge to take. Where is it going to go, especially since you have two players covering net, one covering high. It's almost better just to let Beast Mode take it away from his team. And good development there again. Reynolds trying the air dribble bump. Doesn't work out. Magic Bear will continue to play third. And miss. And it's in. Yeesh. Well, Magic, again, not going to challenge that ball. G2 get the midfield. And she's tried to get the challenge. Someone's got to come up with that challenge. But looking back, Reynolds is up. Cheese is up, right? So Reynolds is up first. Cheese is here. Touch out to the side. And, yeah, it would be very aggressive for Magic to take that. So you go back. You hope someone can cut. And Cheese is that guy to cut. But Daniel's smart. He knows, I'm just going to drop it off to Atomic here, and we're going to win the ball. Very smart from Daniel again. I actually want to see back a little bit. I do want to watch this again. So Daniel gets the save right. He's only got 32 as he leaves it. So it's really a product of boosts. They'll just let it go, but nobody knows. The product of limited information on your opponents. Everyone's going to respect Daniel on the ball there and give him the space. You expect him to push it a little farther forward. Daniel just lets it go. Atomic takes the call and makes it way too uncomfortable for Magic Bear to make the touch. And then Beast Mode gets the punish. So it was a failed attempt and G2 killing them on the counter. Right, you fail the air dribble bump. Magic Bear just trying to shadow Daniel. Hope that your teammate can get the challenge. G2 outplay LG on this. Great work. Great work on the punish. A product of not enough information. Had they known how much boost Daniel had, or had an idea that he was low, I think they might take that challenge a little earlier. Now Magic gonna come back. Daniel taking away some of the small pads. That's very awkward. Oh, the ghosties. Oh, and you flipped. But no one's there. Oh, man. That's the most uncomfortable spot you could be in. Daniel takes away your extra pad. He'd have 42 here, which is way more comfortable than 30. And, oh, the ghosties. And Beast Mode doesn't put it in. Magic Bear in the area to defend that double touch, but it was precarious to say the least. Hard touch. Had to use a lot of boost to get back to it. Still, you broke your team out. They don't have to play a lot more defense. It'll be interesting to see if the boost changes anything RLCS-wise. I don't expect it to. It's not really a change that would really affect RLCS in any marginal capacity. And G2 are taking free shots. Magic Bear full boosts. Just taking too long here. What's going on? So Magic got the touch off the wall, up high, and everyone's facing the wrong way. Magic Bear was turned back on the boost. What's Cheese doing here? Yeah, I think it'll make comms more efficient. But even when you're off somebody's screen, it might still be beneficial to call out your boost total. Position and intent were always much more valuable. Having the visual does free up some brain color. brain power, and I do think it will raise the skill ceiling marginally. But I don't expect like I don't expect it to be a change that you see and be like, oh, this wouldn't have happened if we didn't have it. You know what I mean? It'll just make comms more efficient. I think a lot of mental things will be a lot cleaner for some players. It has the potential for that, but there's no way in knowing for sure until we watch. All right, I wasn't really watching there. I got ball vision like Magic Bear did here. So high ball here. He looks for the boost. I'm looking at Cheese, and Cheese is here, and Daniel takes it away from Cheese. Now Cheese is turned around and actually just completely out of position with no boost, hoping that shot is anywhere near him. But that's unfortunate because Cheese is playing a little too soft on this. Without enough boosts, he knows Reynolds is still downfield, and he's only got 14. He sees Daniel, and there's nothing he can do about that. He can't go take that challenge. And he realizes it too late, and he gets burned. But, like, Cheese is an impossible spot. Magic Bear was already back. Nobody taking that challenge up the wall. One more time. I just want to see. So if he goes up the wall, he does. And, yeah, I mean, someone's just got to be covering that end. And Cheese just wasn't seeing Daniel. That's the only explanation to me right now. It is a great shot. I absolutely agree with you a little. Great shot. A better 50 beforehand. All right, one more time. No, not there. So Reynolds on the touch. And he sees Atomic. Nah, I mean, honestly, Magic Bear played that about as well as he could. You maybe argue, let Atomic hit that ball, but that's a risky proposition. So I don't think there was much more Magic could do. He sees Atomic on the ball. He wants to challenge. Hope you buy time. Reynolds is also still sitting downfield, but, you know, there wasn't a ton of time for him to rotate. That's a tough spot for Magic to be in. It comes down to Cheese recognizing where Daniel is earlier in the play so he can adjust, because Cheese was pretty starved. So he was just trying to stay close to the rotation so he could react to what was happening. Sitting too far back with no boosts, not going to be an effective way to play the game. But I do think, again, goes the whole way back to Reynolds' touch, which a little just said. Funnily enough. But things really can snowball. I mean, Magic, how long is he just sitting here, dude? He's desperate to get this out. No boost. It just got stolen. And it's up, and it's almost in. You barely make the save. Honestly, great positioning from Magic Bear on 0 boosts. Doing absolutely everything he can, and Beast Mode knows he's absolutely toast, dude. Like, Beast Mode knows he's starved. He's like, Magic, you've been on the wall for the last 30 seconds, bro. You're done. See you later. G2 absolutely starved them out, and this was happening in the first few games as well. G2 are so fast on the ball. They get the first few boosts, and then they just hold on to the ball. And they're so good at the soft touches into space that they force you to warp your rotation. You don't get to have your boost path. G2 get to have your boost path. I think that even if LG were a little cleaner mechanically and some of these plays go their way, you know, I mean, G2, that's the reason they're the best team in North America. They're showing it to you right now. They are definitely, LG are not an efficient team. Not consistently enough. But we watched, like, in Game 4, when G2 show a little bit of vulnerability. We saw in Game 2 and 3, even when they were getting starved out. I still think the right ideas are there. The pathing is fine. I think they take a more aggressive approach. You know, definitely a slightly more hopeful approach. But, like, when it works, man. They just got to be consistent on executing. If you're going to have the full faith rotation, then you need to make sure you get every touch, and you need to make sure everyone's on the same page. And, oh, my God, Beast Mode, dude. I'm just watching over and over again. Look at him trying to flutter himself above Magic Bear. This is Rocket League in 2024, man. I love it. Oh, man. That's an incredible try from Beast Mode to avoid that bump. So Daniel lets the ball go. A cleaner launch, but again, Magic Bear, by the time he got the ball out, didn't have any boost to do anything with it. He could clear it out, though. Cheese gets it downfield. Now they start to look a little cleaner on the execution, but it's too little, too late. And that will do it for the series. So, what did I learn about Luminosity in this series? What I learned